Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse here, and I am back for another hardware review, I guess I'll call this today. It's a weird one, but I gotta say it's kind of cool and kind of addictive. So I'm actually taking a look at a kind of a interesting little toy that is based off of a well-known video game, good old Tetris, and I've covered various versions of Tetris on the channel at some point, so I'm sure everyone pretty much knows what Tetris is at this point. Basically the best puzzle game ever made, in my opinion. And there's been some different takes on it over the years. One of my personal favorites being the Tetrisphere for N64. And now that the Switch Virtual Console or the Switch Online service has N64 games, I'm hoping that eventually comes, because God, I would love to play that again. Meanwhile, if you want to take your Tetris into the real world, there's a little thing called Bop It Tetris. Now, some blind viewers might recognize the Bop It name. It's this goofy little kid's toy. There was like the original version. I don't even know. There's a whole bunch of different versions of it out there now. But the original one was like, it was this weird little toy, and it was like, you would slam it together, you would bop it down, you would slam it down on your knee, you would twist it, pull it, whatever. And that's kind of an extension of what this is, but it takes it to the Tetris formula. Now, it doesn't play exactly like Tetris, of course, but you see on the left here, you've got these different squares here. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. You have 4 of them on the right, and these mechanisms, you slam them together to go. And this is going to be hard to play looking through the cell phone, so we're going to see how well or poorly I do. But I will say this is not a totally blind accessible gadget or toy, but it is very low vision friendly. There's bright blue and bright red in some cases squares. So you start out with your basic mode, and it took me a minute to figure out how to actually play, because my friend Chris, he's been on the channel at some point, and he's been on the streams as well. He had picked up one of these for himself, and he found another one, I believe at the place where he worked at the time. So he's like, hey, I picked one up for you, and he came down here and gave it to me. And he's like, well, you know Tetris, here, figure it out. And I was making it more complicated than it had to be. I thought they had to be a certain way, but it is very time sensitive. You only have like 2-3 seconds tops to make the move. So like I said, you have 3 different movements. You slam the pieces together to lock them into place. You tilt, I'm not doing it right now because otherwise he'll wake up. You twist this right side, and then this little square piece here that gives you the shapes, this also twists like a dial, and that's how you rotate the pieces. Now, the other hardware thing that I want to mention briefly, on the back, this is where your battery compartment is, and it does take a Phillips screwdriver. Turns out I lost one of my screwdrivers, and apparently the Phillips that I had ended up being too small, so it was a good excuse to update my toolkit again anyway, because I lost some tools. But unfortunately, this is not a battery compartment that you can just, flip a lever and take the batteries out. It takes 3 AA's, but you do have to unscrew it, pop out the battery. There's like 1 on this side and then 2 on this side, kind of vertically here, slam them in there, and you're good. But that's the one minor complaint that I have, is I wish I could just quickly release the battery compartment without needing a screwdriver, but it is what it is. All right, enough talk, let's play this thing. So when I turn it on, it's going to tell me, basically smash it to start, and it's going to allow me to adjust the volume of the music and the speech by twisting the dial. And then when I slam it again, I'll actually start the game. So I'm just going to play around, and then rather than explain it, and you'll kind of figure it out.
Bop It Tetris. Slam it to start. Loud.
Okay.
The high score is 166.
This is going to be hard.
Tetris. Drop level. Life
See,
lost.
that's all the time you get.
Slam it to start.
Oh, this is hard to play through the phone. Okay.
Yeah!
Oh, this is tough.
Catastrophic. Life lost.
I mean, I'm actually really good at this when I'm not looking through the thing. As you heard by the top score, every time that you take the batteries out, it resets your high score, so it doesn't remember. And 160 some is actually really high, at least for me. That'll work. So the little levels. Okay, now we're going down here. So we gotta rotate. Oh, I didn't do it quick enough.
Slam it to start.
So I can rotate like that too. But I'm just trying to stay alive and look through the phone here. So I think I beat level, no I didn't beat level 1, crap. All right, so that's the first game.
You're out. Your score is 25.
Which is
Yeah, you did.
which is terrible.
Slam it to start.
All right, so basically that is how you play. You just look for free space. You rotate this thing.
Pass it. Tetris. Tetris. Marathon. Saved. Tetris. Drop. Challenge. Tetris. Blast. Challenge.
And there's all these different
Tetris.
modes.
Double drop.
Two.
Challenge. Tetris. Shuffle. Tetris. Marathon. Pass it. Tetris. Marathon.
So let's try it again.
The high score is 166. Tetris. Drop level.
I'm not gonna talk, I'm just gonna try to play here. And again, looking through my phone to do this, it's a little tough to aim the device and keep it in full view of the camera at the same time, but you'll kind of see. And hopefully this shows up well enough on the video. I just want to get to the bonus round. Okay. Ah, damn it. Okay.
Like watching a train wreck. Life lost.
And he reminds me of the you don't know Jack guy, because he just does these insults and stuff to you. I get a kick out of him.
Life
Oh,
lost.
F you, buddy.
Slam it
I
to
was on the
start.
right thing. Dang it. Oh, I twisted
Squares,
it.
man. They're just squares. Life lost.
They're just squares.
Slam it to start.
Ah.
Lost.
Yeah, this is really tough to play through the phone.
You're out. Your score is 29.
Ooh, I think I got a little better.
Yeah, you did. Slam it to start.
So I'll show you really quickly.
Tetris. Marathon. Tetris. Drop. Challenge.
Okay, let's see what this is. Tetris Drop Challenge. So these are presets, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that was dumb.
Catastrophic.
So these,
You're out.
right, these challenge
Score
modes.
is 7. Slam it to start.
So these, let me turn it down a little bit. The challenges give you 1 life, whereas marathon you get 4 lives. So that is your drop challenge.
Tetris. Medium. Tetris. Double drop. Pass it. Tetris. Shuffle.
Shuffle is interesting.
Locked. Locked. Tetris.
Oh, I haven't unlocked that yet. Okay.
Tetris. Marathon. Tetris. Drop. Challenge. Tetris. Blast. Tetris. Double drop. Tetris. Shuffle.
What-
Tetris. Marathon.
Is it Blast I unlocked?
Tetris. Drop. Tetris. Blast.
Okay, this one, you see the red thing here. You have, okay, yeah, I did that wrong. So you clear out the space where the red is.
You're out. Your score is 0.
Yeah, I'm
Play to
good.
start.
Damn, I'm good.
Tetris. Blast. Challenge.
Okay, so I break that. There we go. There we go. There we go. So now we're moving on. It's faster. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, I still made it at least. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, I'm boned. I should have rotated.
Squares, man. They're just squares. You're out.
So,
Score is 15.
okay, there you go.
Start.
So I love the marathon mode, and I'm just gonna let him go to sleep here. It'll play the little Tetris theme. Unfortunately, I didn't get to the bonus level. If I were playing this just regularly looking at it and not trying to hold my arms out, I'm going to sleep. If I wasn't playing this through the camera, like I said, trying to keep everything in focus and not having my arms, like I play this, you know, in a comfortable position. Like right now, I'm holding my arms way out in front of me to try to, you know, show you guys. So it's not the most comfortable position ever. But this is a really kind of a cool game. Like, I'm always sort of amazed when they take the classic Tetris formula and turn it into something like Tetrisphere, or in this case, Bop It Tetris. But basically what happens is you beat the first level, so you get like 5 blocks, and you hear that little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and then it kind of spins around over here. After you do that like 4 or 5 times, then you go up an actual level. But before you get to the new level, it gives you all of your left side is filled blue, and you see those red blocks in that Tetris Blast challenge that we just did. What it does is you have all these are blue, and you want to accurately, you'll get a pattern of red, and it'll shoot those blocks, the blue blocks on the left, it'll shoot them and to clear them, and you want to basically clear all of the left side without wasting any blocks from the right hand side. And it's a way to really, really rack up your score. So if you do it quickly, you do it accurately, you know, I generally get between 40 and 55 points extra just for those bonus rounds, because you get like 45 seconds for those. And then it goes into level 2, and naturally things get much faster, more crazy, and you have less and less time to react. Sometimes, like in the beginning, you don't have to rotate this piece that much. But once you get to level 2, you kind of have to do that a little bit more. And then if you beat level 2, which I just did earlier today, actually, then you get another bonus round that I just described. And then you unlock that new mode that I just showed you, that Tetris Blast. So I love the fact that not only you have Marathon, but you have these challenge modes. You have kind of an elimination mode. You see that Tetris, what did he call it? Like Pass or something? Where you, basically what it is you play around, and then when you die, you're eliminated. And you're passing it as kind of like hot potato. Like, you know, you don't want to mess up your turn, and then you have to hurry up and pass it on to somebody else. And then again, once you blow your chance, you're done. So yeah, this is Bop It Tetris. I guess it's been out for a good 6-8 years now at the time I'm recording this. I didn't ever even heard of such a thing until Chris told me about it. But I'm glad he did, because it's it's a really cool little toy. Really cool little game. It's very low vision friendly. I mean, you see all of the little separation between the squares. You got the bright blue and then it's dark elsewhere. You get the red and the blue over here elsewhere, and then it's blank elsewhere. So you can play it during the day pretty well. You can play it, it works great at night. You can play it. Like I said, it's not a game that you have to be able to see to play it. So you do have to have some usable vision to see the patterns of the shapes. But boy, if you want a way to test your reflexes, play a weird take on the Tetris formula, I would actually recommend this one. Thank you, Chris, for letting me know about this and giving me one of these toys, because it's really kind of fun, I have to say. Bop It Tetris, you can probably find it online or at any local toy store or whatnot. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little game hardware review video. Give it a like if you did. Follow me on Twitter at BGF879, twitch.tv/illegally-sighted, illegally-sighted.com, and right here on YouTube. So till next time, I will chat with everyone again later.